with regard to, we looked at the open marketplaces in terms of what caretakers were commanding for wages, and we came up with 20. It's gonna
here in San Francisco.
Here in San Francisco, so it's gonna fluctuate.
There are some people in Middle America going, wait, $20 an hour for caregiver? That's incredible.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and then here would be an average salary.
Yeah. So then, in terms of the the business model, we wanted to do something where it's fair and equitable for all parties, and we're still going to be able to build a massive business. It is like Amazon Prime. If you're a parent, this is your lifeline. You have care whenever you need it for your children, for a reasonable price, which is great. And then, we didn't want to. When we started this, it was caretakers get 100%. We don't want to take anything off the top. These folks are working hard, and there's tremendous variability in the skill sets and experience from one caretaker to the next, and we want to retain the best. So in order to do that, we give them 100%.
Brian, what are your thoughts on Poppins?
Many, many, many thoughts. I would use Zipcar as an analogy because they have a very low, like let's say $6 a month fee. That's your subscription. I don't know what they take from the cars, but it's the availability that I can get that thing all the time. It's fascinating. So I would say the thing that I've seen that's changed the most about them in 12 weeks, which it's a lot, is the founder has so many things that they want to say. They have here are the top 5 things about what we're doing. And early on, so the story changes over time, but it's not like the business changes at all. They just realize what stuff's always coming up in the Q&A afterwards, what I should pull into the presentation to preempt, what everybody's going to need to know.
So there's an objection that keeps coming up.
Right. So
why are you not like care.com, or care.com is so huge? How do you go into this space? And you can actually preempt that.
So I've seen there are some things in this presentation that they weren't preempting in the past that now I know all those judges, those experts, those investors are not going to have that question because you pulled it in and you've answered it really well. I think you could actually, I think early on one of the things they used to go into was that whole invitation only thing, how they vetted everybody, how it was going to be a slow sort of growth to add the right people. They were going to make sure they were all good. That's not in the present. You mentioned it once at the beginning and you don't dive into it. It doesn't spend time on it. The product has always been high design quality. And now I think the pitch and the storytelling matches it. So it's been a really great growth.
How has the reaction changed to the pitch from week 1 to week 12?
It has been, well, you certainly know. We definitely, from a public speaking perspective, and then also just from Brian said, we're highlighting the right things now. It's gone from, a 0 to, in my opinion, a 10. And it's been great experience just getting in front of folks and, really just honing in on the most salient points and really kind of, telling our story.
Let me just take a quick moment to thank Scott Ed Walker and the Walker Corporate Law Group for supporting This Week in Startups. The Walker Corporate Law Group is a boutique law firm specializing in the representation of entrepreneurs and startups, and I've personally known Scott for a long time, and a lot of my angel investments use him as their attorney and speak incredibly highly of him. The Walker Corporate Law Group encourages fixed fees, which they believe really helps startups, and I know it does because you don't get that surprise when you get your bill every month. And they believe actually at the Walker Corporate Law Group that billable hours reward inefficiency. They want to get things done, and they want to get it done quickly and efficiently for you. Keep those billable hours actually reasonable so that you can grow your startup and put the capital where it belongs in the product. All of their lawyers have decades of experience. There's no junior associates getting on-the-job training, and they provide tons of services, including M&A, licensing agreements, terms of services, and privacy policies. If you want to talk to the founder himself, Scott Ed Walker, you can call him directly at 415-979-9998. That's 415-979-9998, 979-9998, or you can email him directly, Scott@Walker Corporate Law. Scott@Walker Corporate Law, and you just put in the subject line, Jason sent me. And you can visit walkercorporatelaw.com, and you can follow Scott @ScottEdWalker on the Twitter. Thanks, Scott, for supporting independent media like This Week in Startups.